Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Sharon Wilson, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you're going well. stampinwithsharon.com.au. It is Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, and it has been a big couple of weeks lately here in Australia in our little house. We had Good Friday, obviously, a couple of weeks ago, and then last Friday we had Anzac Day, and so my plan of trying to create a couple of videos and pre-record them and everything just didn't happen. I'm sorry. It's just one of those times where it's like just everything's just happening, and it was just all a bit too much for me. So never mind. That's okay. I'm here with you today. I'm live. I'm in person. I'm in person here. Sorry, I'm still getting myself organised and putting things on the floor, getting them out of the way. Yesterday was a big day. Our eldest turned 18 yesterday. So we actually, she actually opened gifts on the Wednesday night because we weren't sure whether we were going to be home last night. We were thinking about going out, but yeah, we thought about going to Betty's Burgers at Castle Towers because they had a 2-for-1 deal. And so we're thinking, oh, yeah, we'll just go and do that. But then I went, maybe not. I'll just do a fake away. So I made my own sort of Betty's Burger type things. So I think that worked out. It worked out all right. It was actually pretty good. I made the dressing and I made the bread rolls. And the bread rolls looked really, really good, I've got to say, even if I do say so myself. They looked really good. I was quite proud of them. Morning, Sam. Yeah, so it was just, yeah, so I did a bit of a fake away birthday burgers for Lizzie. But then she was happy with that. So that was good. Sorry, I am still just sorting myself out. Sorry, just getting rid of things off my desk that don't need to be on my desk, like my mouse pad and everything. So, that's just all a bit, so much stuff. But I did do a fair bit of prep last night. And so, yeah, so we had dinner, and she didn't have any other presents to open last night. She'll have some more tonight because we're going out for dinner with my side of the family because there's like 4 birthdays within 7 days in our family. So it was my brother's birthday last night too. So yesterday, so it was both Lizzie's and my brother's birthday, and then my other brother's another brother is on Monday or Tuesday, on the 5th, and then one of my nephews is on the 7th. So it's just lots of birthdays. So I thought, well, let's all go out for dinner. So that's always nice. Anyway, so today. I digress quite significantly. What's happening in the Stampin' Up! World? So today and tomorrow, as you know, they've got the Stampin' Rewards program, so you need to opt in for that. But for today and tomorrow, they have double rewards points. So for every $35 minimum of $35 order, so anything over $35, you'll get Stampin' Rewards, and it's actually double the Stampin' Rewards that you normally get. So normally you get 10%, but you'll be getting 20% for 2 days. So it's a great time to put an order in and stock up on stuff, especially cardstock, because cardstock prices are actually going up as of the 6th of May. So if you haven't put an order in for cardstock, do it now. Get the double rewards, and then you get more money that you can take off from your next order. That's a big great option to grab all that cardstock and stock up on that. So you can go to shop.stampinwithsharon.com.au, and that will take you to my online store, and you can actually shop to your heart's content. I'm just going to quickly put my iPad on my my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I don't get any extra messages that I don't need. So it's a great time to shop today and tomorrow, especially. And tomorrow is National or International Scrapbooking Day. I think it's a scrapbooking day tomorrow. So one of my team members, Elizabeth, is actually holding a scrapbooking afternoon So check out Elizabeth Yeager. She's got a scrapbook day tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, find her and actually go and join her tomorrow. I have a scrapbooking class next Friday night, and that is, we'll be using the storybook. I keep saying Storybook because of Once Upon a Time, the TV show, but it's Storybook. It's a storybook scrapbooking kit class. So basically, order your scrapbook kit from Stampin' Up from me via me through my account, through my online store, I should say. And then you just pay $5 entry fee to come in, and I'll provide tea and coffee and snacks and stuff, and we'll scrapbook the 6 pages together. So the 3 double layouts. We'll do that all together. So you need to bring a trimmer and some adhesive, and if you've got any photos lying around, you can bring the photos as well. But it's this lovely, lovely kit. I'll see if I can I show you? Can I show you? That is very much the question. Let's see if I can find it easily. Because it's Storybook. Every time I type in Storybook, it doesn't come up with the scrapbook kit. There we go. Okay. So let's go with that one and that one. So this is the Storybook Life scrapbooking workshop. So we will actually create these 6 pages together. So that's next Friday night, the 9th of May. You will need to order this kit now to make sure it actually comes in time. $61, and then you just pay me $5 on the night to come along, and I will provide, as I said, I'll provide supper basically for you to come along and do that, and that is from 7 o'clock on the 9th. So just have some dinner beforehand, but then there'll be snacks and stuff after during the event. It'll be a great night of just scrapbooking and having a few laughs and stuff. Yeah, and the other thing I also have, so I will switch back to me. Hi. The other thing I do have is I have a couple of creative escapes online. So I have my Wildflower Birthday Creative Escape, which is, you need to order the kit by the 15th of May through me. So just message me, say that you want to do it, and I will organize that. It costs $89 to do, but I wanted to show you the previous kit, which is still available, and that's the Ocean Friends kit. So let me just move a couple of things out of the way. So I want to go to that one and that one. There we go. So this is the Ocean Friends Creative Escape kit. So I do actually have a few more of these available. So if you'd like to order one, again, it's $89 and it will be shipped to your door. What you get is you get the pack of paper, design series paper. You get a 12 by 12 white willow or basic white, I'm not sure, I can't remember which one. Instruction sheets on creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards and 2 of each, plus a scrapbook page. Or what you've got in your kit, in the card kit, is so there's no die cuts or anything in there. I haven't put any die cuts in, I don't believe. No, I haven't. So if you'd like the die cuts, you need to order the bundle, and you also get a pack of embellishments as well. So that's what you get in this kit. The Wildflower Birthday kit, which is the other one I've got, will be very, very similar to this, except you get the designer series paper that they, the specialty paper, a pack of embellishments, and some ribbon as well. So that's what you get in that if you order my Creative Escape online. Today, we're going to use the With You in Mind stamp set. So this one, I love the sentiments and everything, and I love the fonts, but sometimes it can be a bit tricky to use the other stamps. And so I thought, well, how about I show you what you can do with it. So I'm actually started by casing the catalogue. So let me just find the stamp set again. Oh. Where is it? With you in mind. There we go. So let me just flick back to this one again. So this is the stamp set that we're going to use. Whoops, this one. And so I'm going to recreate something similar to this one. And I think possibly that one. I can't remember if I was going to do that one or not. I don't think I am. I don't think I am going to do that one. But this one I am going to do. It's $35. And so up here you've got the 2 times rewards, 2 by 3, to the 2nd and 3rd of May. But you can earn up to $7 in Stampin' rewards just for purchasing this stamp. That's a fabulous offer. 20% Stampin' rewards. So if you have a $100 order, you'll get $20 worth of Stampin' rewards to spend on your next order. I don't reckon you can get better than that. That's a really, really fabulous deal. So let's start with this one. Where are all my bits and pieces? Here we go. I've got to remember all the cards that I was going to do. Oh, they're all up there. That's right. Okay. I do have. I am organised. Truly I am. Yeah. So I'm going to use this set, and create some cards. So I have 4 all ready to go. See? And so I'm also pairing it with the beautiful Bokeh. How do you say it? Bokeh? Bokeh designer series paper. So it's only 6 by 6. And you get lots of different colors. This is actually one of the this is the paper that they actually received at my recent retreat. They received the 6 by 6. It's really quite pretty. And so you've got Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia. I think that's about it. Yeah. Let me see. What have I missed? Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral. Yeah, I got them all. I got all of them. So let's go with the Calypso Coral one first. So we've got basic card base, standard card base, which is 14.85 by 10.5. 14.85 by 21. Fold it in half at 10.5. So then you've got a 14.85 by 10.5. Now I've got a piece of basic white and the designer series paper. So this is the piece that I've got. And these are, I can't remember, 7 centimeters by 14.85. But I've actually got them a bit longer just because I wanted to make sure I can just trim it off. The designer series paper is 6.5 centimeters wide. And so I've just done 6 by 6, so 6 inches. And then it's 6.5 centimeters. I don't know why I just turned that around. I was going to try and line it up with the grid lines, but anyway. So stick that one down, and then we're just going to glue it down on the very front. Now, it's not going to matter if it overlaps because we're going to chop it off. Oh, I don't want to do that just yet. Hang on. Whoa. Don't mind me. Sorry, I'm just getting my Calypso Coral out. And I want to do some stamps in the background. Oh, I think I need a new one. because there's so many birthdays, I probably should make some birthday cards for my brothers and my nephew. So maybe I can turn some of these into appropriate birthday cards for them. All right, glue this one down. It's not quite straight. Hang on. So this is Calypso Coral. Yeah. Try that again. Let me see if I can line it up properly this time. That way, that way. No, that's better. All right, and just trim off the excess. And then I've just got a couple of little strips of design series paper. So they're basically about 12 millimeters by 6 centimeters. And I'm just going to trim off the edge, the end. And then I have a basic white circle and a Calypso Coral circle. Now, what I used was I have my 2 3/8 circle, and then I've got a 2 1/4 circle. So I actually just use those two. Oh, hi. You can use whichever punches you want, but I just chose these two for this one. If you have dies, you could use dies, whatever you'd like. And I'm just going to do a best wishes, again in Calypso Coral. And if this doesn't work, I might just use heat embossing. Oh, I think that's okay. So we're going to glue that one down onto the basic white circle. And then I'm just going to do the banners. So this one was originally by, oh, who was this? Stampin Piece. Gee, yeah, we'll do that way. It's a set of 4 cards. And so I thought I'd use their inspiration to create these cards. They're quite lovely. Dimensionals. Pretty sure I brought them over. I did. There they are. I've got my case of dimensionals. And then I think I might just pop one right underneath the tails. Yeah. Like that. And then I do have some rhinestones, or what have I got? Let me see. I've got my great big container of embellishments. So let's see what I can find. Oh, she might pull some of them out. I could not tell you what they're called. I apologise. But I want to use these ones, I think, because they're probably closest. Actually, no, I might use these ones. Oh, I've got an embellishment on my finger. There we go. I think one more somewhere. There we go. So there we go. So Calypso Coral with the Beautiful Bokeh Designer Series paper, a couple of punches, embellishments, and you have a card. That's fairly simple. So let's move on to the next one. Let's do a quick clean of my stamps. Oh, my goodness, this one's not wanting to clean. Oh, I'm going to get stuff all over me, aren't I? All over my cards. Oh. I might have to put this aside and not use a star again. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I'm good now. But let's move him out of the way. So much ink. Let's hope I don't get it on the cards. All right. Next one. That one out of the way. I might do the blue one. This is Balmy Blue. And so, again, standard card base. Ugh, ink. I've got a piece of basic white. And so that is 14.3 by 10 centimetres, I believe. No, 9.5. Hang on. Sorry, that's 13.8 by 9.5 centimetres. And so then this DSP is 13.3 by 9. So that's what those two are. So just very simple standard cards. Nothing too over the top. And so, but what I want to do, so the person that created these cards, Stampin Piece, I'm not quite sure what her name is. His name could be his name. They had a Thinking of You one with this one. I think I want to make this a birthday. So I'm going to do a couple of birthday ones. Oh, I've already got them out. That's right. Yep. So that's my birthday one. And then I did have a birthday cake, which I seem to have lost. Where's my birthday cake? Oh, no. Birthday cake's the one I want. That's problematic. It's definitely not in there. Okay. That's a problem. That is a problem. Let's go with some balmy blue. I'm hoping it will turn up, and it's just stuck somewhere that I can't see. I'm going to do a happy birthday. Fall on the ground. Oh, there it is. It did fall on the ground. I could probably make some, Sam. So I'm going to do the blue one. And then I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I almost want to just do that. But I might just stamp it in blue, in balmy blue. Or do I... Maybe I risk it and do the top and then the bottom with the marker. Let's try that again. Because it's actually fairly, I think it's fairly easy to do the top and then the bottom inked. So let me see if I can do it this way instead. Oh, there we go. I can do it that way. So I'm pretty much just trying to line up the top of the cupcake and the bottom one with the ink pad. And I don't think it matters that there's a bit of a gap in between. So there's 3. So you got 3 birthdays. So 1 quick little cupcake. I think I might just do the 1. So let's pop this one up on our dimensionals. And yeah, I said to you, Lizzie actually turned 18 yesterday, but we've got an election tomorrow, and she's actually going to be working with Dave tomorrow, and so she can't actually vote on the day, and so we took her up for pre-poll voting on Wednesday. So she actually voted the day before she turned 18. I don't think many people could actually say that. I don't think many people would want to say that. Poor kid, she turns 18 and has to vote straight away. Oh, yeah, let's use some of these ones. So these are the Riverside Irregular Pearls. I don't know if they're still available, because these came out with all the, there was paper, what was it? Oh, I like those ones. Is that too much? Oh, maybe the little one. There we go. Oh, That's 4. I need one more. Triangles, triangles, triangle. Let's just put that one there. There we go. I like that one now. That's turned out really well. So this was originally a thinking of you card. So I've changed it to be the happy birthday since I do need so many birthday cards today. So we'll do another birthday card, but so this one could be for you, Sam. I need a couple more male birthday cards. So this one we're using Berry Burst, and then a piece of fresh freesia from the Beautiful Bokeh. There we go. And then we've got another piece from the Beautiful Bokeh in the Berry Burst shade. And the Design Series paper does the work for you in these cases. So we want the happy birthday. So we need to give that a bit of a clean. Or I'm going to go and grab a new chamois, because that one I think is just a bit too calypso corally now. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully this one's wet enough. Okay. That one, the happy birthday. Okay. So this one we're going to do. Oh, I was going to do Berry Burst. Do you reckon I brought it over? No, of course I didn't. Why would I bring over Berry Burst when I need it? Sorry. Okay. Berry Burst. And we're going to stamp Berry Burst onto a fresh freesia piece. Again, this will be 9, I think it's 9 by 5. Yes, it is. And it is 9, yes. Let's try and re-ink that properly. Just going to leave that there for a second. All right, so we want our cupcake back again. Oh, you want to not put your finger in the ink. And I'm going to do fresh freesia on the bottom as the patty case. And Berry Burst for the icing. Yeah. And then a little cupcake. There we go. A little cupcake popped up on dimensionals. Oh. Don't know which one I like better. I think that one. There we go. So that's our Berry Burst card. And then our little embellishments. Again, little embellishment on top. There you go. Card number 3. Go on, gangbusters. All right, so this one is Daffodil Delight. And just clean off our stamps again. And we're going to do a thank you for this one. I think, yes, I think we are. I'm going to glue that one down first. So this is the Daffodil Delight. Oop, there you are. I'm just going to trim off that excess. I haven't really worried how wide this one is because I'm going to cover up part of it. So I have a little strip of cardstock which is 4.5 centimeters wide, and then I've got my little flowers. Oh, it's Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, got the wrong colour over again. I meant Daffodil Delight. All right, I've got Daffodil Delight. Not doing too well with being organised, am I? All right, so I've got our little flowers. And this is going to just lay over there, just like that. Just towards the bottom. Which is why I wasn't worrying about what the how wide that top one was. And then I want my heartfelt hexagon. A bit of basic white. And then I want a piece of Daffodil Delight, which is in my little box down here beside me. There we go. Oh, I don't want a full. That's like a good piece. There we go. All right. So that's the heartfelt hexagon. I like that one. And we just want to chop this one in half. We want our thank you. That's our thank you. And then we want to just add the top and the bottom to our sentiment. Like that. And pop this one up on dimensionals. There we go. And then our little embellishments again. And so she's actually put a whole heap into the flower things, which I don't think I'm really going to do all of them because I think that's just a bit too much. I might just leave it at 3 though. There. Okay, so that is 4 cards in a short amount of time. Short-ish amount of time. Everything being prepped. Me having to go and get a few things from my cupboard. So let's move on to the next one. So I had that one, those bits, that one. Okay. So one of the next cards I had, where is it? That one. So this is by Stamp It Up with Jamie. So this is Balmy Blue. Not that big. These pieces. And I did forget something else. Of course I did. I don't think I have anything over here. I've got to bring my ribbons over. All right, so we have a piece of basic white and we have a piece of Fresh Freesia Designer Series paper. So what we want to do is we want to actually stamp over this side. Excuse me. And we're doing our thank you again. It's another little thank you card. Balmy Blue, Fresh Freesia, and Calypso Coral. And I'm just going to stamp a bit random for these. And let's see if I can get a decent Calypso Coral. Yes, I can. There we go. So then we have our Fresh Freesia. It's going to go just inside that. And I did forget my ribbons, so just give me just another second. I just want a bit of baker's twine. So I don't know which one I want. Oh, I do, but it's not here. Okay. I could just go with some white. Or I could go with some gold or silver. There we go. I'll do one of those two maybe. So we'll just do white. White's always elegant. I've got my baker's twine. And then I have my Calypso coral. So what I'm going to do, so this one, it's actually got embossing on it. So I'm just going to move those. I was hoping they weren't going to fall. So heat embossing. Everything's falling. So I've got my little embossing body, which I'm just going to go over the top of the Calypso coral from the Heartfelt Hexagon. And I want some white. That's white enough. And just a thank you. I don't think I can do a best wishes. And so I have my little embossing plate with me. So let's get some white onto here. It's mostly white. I think it's been a bit contaminated with other colours. So we'll see what we come back out with. With this embossing extras, you get a paintbrush and a pair of tweezers, reversible tweezers, which I seem to have misplaced my reversible tweezers. I'm not quite sure where they are at this point in time, but I did find another pair. So I'm just going to use that. This is going to get a bit loud. Here it is, once I find it. I'll put it down somewhere. There it is. Okay. Sorry, it's just going to be a bit loud. I love seeing the heat emboss melt. It turns really well. Look, it changes. So cool. It's so cool. There we go. Maybe it wasn't as loud because it wasn't as near my microphone. So we have our heat embossed piece. I'm just going to hold it up because I have mucked up embossing before by putting it down. So, oops. Okay, so that's our piece. And we're going to just glue that down there. And I should be good now. Actually, I might put these undimensionals too to pop this one up. And then onto our balmy blue. There we go. And then again, our little embellishments. There we go. 5 cards. Woohoo. So they're my 5 cards. And I think I might have time for some more. Ah, surely. I want, because there's one more card that I want to show you. And so I might just do it once. And so one of the cards that was in the catalogue, this one. So I want to do this one and show you what else you can do with the Versamark. Rather than just doing standard heat embossing, you can actually create this card with the Versamark. So I've actually had, I got some pieces of, can't remember which way they go. It's not that one. That one's that one, I think. Hang on. Okay. So I've got 3 pieces. That way, that way, that way. Okay. I think it's something like that. Yeah. So we want to just find the pieces we want to use. There we go. If I use that, that, and that. Let's do that one. A bit like an ombre. We'll do a bit of an ombre. So I want to glue these down. Just going straight down. Okay, so we've got our card base, and then you come in with your Versamark. There we go. So I did birthday cards, birthday cakes instead of the stars. And then we can just do our happy birthday. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it on that. And I might actually do it as a heat emboss. So do 5. And I'll see if I can make it smaller. So I need to put my embossing powder away first. bring over? I've got some gold and copper. So let's do our happy birthday. Shall I do it towards the top so then I can chop it down? Ooh, that's a bit pink. All right, so let's go with some gold. I was planning on doing silver, but I didn't grab the silver. And I also didn't use my embossing buddy. That's why a paintbrush comes in handy. All right, let's see if we can heat emboss this one. So I want to chop that one down a bit. There we go. And we'll pop that up on some dimensionals as well. So when Versamark dries, it just goes slightly darker than the coloured cardstock that you've actually stamped onto. So it's a fabulous ink that you can use just for standard stamping as well on coloured cardstock. So I actually like it because it means you just don't need to use any other ink pads, just the one. So it's a simple card, really. Quite a simple card. All right, let's get this mess sorted a bit. And so the other thing you could do is you could actually heat emboss them as well if you want to. So you could do clear heat embossing powder, or you can do coloured, whatever takes your fancy. Okay. So they are my cards for today. 6 cards, I think. Okay, I think I count. 2 birthday, 3 birthday, thank you, best wishes. I've actually got 4 birthday cards there. There you go. Oh, awesome. So, so I probably have the 3 male birthday cards I can use right now. Yay! Excellent. Okay, so those are my cards for today. Sorry, just trying to get a few things out of the way so it doesn't look as messy. That one. Without pushing stuff off my table. There we go. That looks a bit better. And my laptop. So there are my 6 cards. Obviously 4 very similar ones. And then let's move that one over. Those 2. So it's a bit of an interesting stamp set to use. But I think once you start getting creative with it, so you've got a leaf as well that you can use, and a heart. I feel like, so I guess you can use the little flower with the leaf, and you can do die cutting. Like, you can't do die cutting, you can do fussy cutting. You take the top 3 ones. Maybe I might just make you an extra couple, Sam. Yeah, so I think you can do lots of things with this stamp set. It's just a matter of playing, and even if they're simple, I think that's okay too. Like, card making doesn't need to be extravagant and fussy. So make them simple. Make them simple. You don't need to make them fussy. What else is happening? I forgot to mention there is actually a join special. So if you're not a demonstrator, I would suggest you look at joining from the 6th of May. The 6th of May, they have a fabulous join offer until the end of May. So 6th of May to the 31st of May, you can choose up to $303 worth of product included in your starter kit for only $169. So that's an extra, whatever it is. I want to say 82. That's a lot of money. It's $303 worth of product for only $169, and that is an awesome deal. So usually they add on an extra $50 or something, or $55 or something, $65 or something. But this time, usually it's $235, and it's $303. Hey Sam, what's the maths? But it's a fabulous offer, and I'd love to welcome you to my team. We have a bit of fun. I hold retreats and everything. I've got another retreat coming up in October, which hasn't been released yet. Still working out just a few finer details on that one. But I'd love to welcome you to that one. It's going to be a smaller retreat, restricted on numbers. So it is going to be very much a first in, best slept retreat. So yes, it'll be lots of fun. But yes, there will be smaller numbers with that one. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. It was actually my 17th Stampin' Up! Anniversary yesterday. So I joined on my daughter's first birthday, not my intention, and she sort of gets a bit frustrated with me because it's the same day as her birthday. But you know, she's an adult; she needs to learn to live with that now. So yes, it was my 17th. I've been a demonstrator for 17 years as of yesterday. And one of my downlines is actually, it was her first Stampin' Up! Anniversary this time round. She's been a demonstrator before, but this time round it was her first anniversary yesterday too. So yes, so Wendy's first anniversary as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I probably have gone a bit over time. I have, but that's okay. I hope you like my cards. Sam does, so I'll have to make a couple more cards for her. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you next week, which is the 9th of May. 9th of May, yes. I should be here next week, yes. 9th of May. Yeah, have a look on my Facebook page. I have lots of things happening all the time. So come along to one of my classes. I'd love to craft with you, and we can have lots of laughs. So thank you so much. I will see you next week. So bye for now.